Yo, welcome back to One to One Podcast with Shy Boy Jimmy, Brenda, and Jay. This your boy Shy Boy Jimmy.
My daddy Brenda.
Yo, what's up? This is Jay.
And we'll be discussing topics, interviewing new artists, and speaking up for the culture. If you're trying to vibe out, like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for this episode. Much love.
Check it out.
Imagine TikTok challenges for Rock the Boat and 1 in a million.
Why wouldn't LeBron want to play with his son for
And the
one?
police is not the way to make
Yeah.
the city better.
Hey, yo, welcome back to One Podcast with Shy Boy Jimmy, Brenda, and Jay. This your boy Shy Boy Jimmy.
This is Jay.
I'm Brenda.
And we got a few topics for y'all today, but first I want to introduce y'all to our crew. Damn.
Go ahead, keep going.
Want to introduce?
Guess with us,
Yeah,
man.
we got some guests for y'all.
Why
up
y'all go
here,
ahead and
man.
introduce yourselves, man? Tony.
Summit, otherwise known as Tony.
It's actual clapping. Damn. Boy, almost. Yeah, I got your boy Eli Emmers here. 1/2 influence over imitation, man. What's good?
And Muffin Head or DJ, however y'all want to call me.
They call you Muffin Head? That's crazy.
Crazy. Love my photography.
All right, y'all. So,
Wait a minute, y'all hearing clapping in them headphones?
You want the headphones?
oh, yeah.
All 3 members of the Thin Line Podcast here. Thanks for having us, man.
Oh,
Man, really appreciate y'all.
All right, so let's jump right into it, man. So, what made y'all start y'all podcast, and y'all want to tell us some details about it?
I'm going to be real with you, bro. Like, we was talking about it for like a whole year. For like, just randomly, like just saying random shit like, oh, we did this. And then one day, niggas was just like, we just go book a studio and just start filming. And then like from there, just wanted to stay consistent with it. Cause like we started posting. So I'm like, just gonna keep doing it for real. Yeah.
Bro, really hate details.
I
He
do.
really do.
He really hate it.
He definitely shouldn't have said nothing.
So, you know how you just call your homie and be running them out. So, you know, we do music and shit too. So we was like basically trying to look for a way to get our faces out there,
Yeah.
you know, to also like support the music shit and all that. But it's like, we ain't want to do the corny shit like rapping into the mic and all that stuff like that. So we're like, what's a small way or a big way? And we was like, we might as well do that podcast, bro. Then he found the shit, booked the place, went in. It was like the next day, wasn't it? Came in the next day.
They barely confirmed the booking, bro.
You see what I'm
You did not just
saying?
nod your head.
It was like this fast, bro. And then before you know it, we was podcasting.
Okay. How long it's been? Like, I don't know, like how long they started.
We started in November of 2023.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, almost 2 years.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
decent.
Yeah, I got
Been
a lot
rocking
to
for
grow.
a minute.
How's it been, though? Like, ups and downs?
Hella ups and downs, bro. Hey, anybody that want to do a podcast with my camera, this is my camera, right?
Yeah.
It's hard, like, looking at it when it's not looking directly at
Yeah.
me, bro. It throw me off, but if any of y'all want to do a podcast, bro, just save your money and buy your own equipment.
Facts.
Like, that's the one thing I say, because, like, if you want things done your way to, like, your taste and all that stuff like that, you really need to facilitate it yourself and, like, set it up yourself. Because, like, there's plenty of podcast studios and, like, but at the end of the day, you're just another podcast sometimes. So,
Sure.
So, you guys also traveled and did it, too, right?
yeah.
Where'd you guys go? You guys
We went to
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
How was it when y'all went out there? How did y'all do it? Was it like live?
Nah, we just was going to Atlanta on like a trip type shit to go record.
Yeah.
And then
Ron the criminal with us.
huh?
That was decent.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I said we just
And
packed all our shit up and went.
Atlanta, what happened?
Y'all go ahead.
Oh,
That's decent.
Atlanta not really decent when it start getting cold outside. Like they really feel like summertime people. There wasn't nobody outside down
nobody
there.
Was y'all trying to get like live interviews and stuff like that? I mean, y'all not live, but y'all was just trying to like walk up to people and get interviews. Like what did y'all do when y'all went down there?
So the plan was we had 2 people that was supposed to be doing the podcast with us. It was a girl that like modeled and did like acting stuff and stuff like that, like music videos and shit of that nature. And then it was a dude that like we met during a music performance that we did named Sajad. And unfortunately, they both ended up canceling because like you know stuff came up and all that. So we just had to rock out and do like our own like regular pod with the guys that we normally would do. And
That's smooth, though.
I mean, it was cool. It worked out. But was like it lit outside of that? No.
No.
I feel like we came at the wrong time, bro.
City was
Can we
born.
pause for a
Nobody
second?
was there.
Y'all name ATL podcast, right? So then,
Yeah.
but it's a
Yeah.
thin line. So I was thinking like when I first found out about y'all, I thought y'all was from Atlanta. When y'all were, he was like,
That's the
my homie's
finesse.
coming from.
That's the finesse.
Yeah, it's like my homie's coming to the city or something. I'm like, okay, well, cool, whatever. But then like y'all not from Atlanta, that's cool. Y'all from Chicago. But then like when y'all got to Atlanta, did y'all like finesse that shit? Like did y'all, you said that's finesse that you like used that as your leeway or what happened?
Oh no, that's just like a coincidence type thing. Cause like the initials lined up. But Atlanta itself, I think that city is like
Ass.
weak. They got some cool infrastructure, some cool looking places and shit. But like
Food, ass.
Hey,
I
they
mean,
arrows, no,
I'm
they
not gonna
arrows
lie.
down there.
But no, being
That-
from Chicago,
going anywhere and saying heroes is they decent shit already make it weak.
Bruh.
Automatically.
Hey, that's true.
They Harold's fire. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I went there like 3-4 times. Like when we was down.
That's
there.
like niggas coming to Chicago. Yeah, the deep dish good. Like don't
like
nobody
that's
get
our
no.
shit. Though. Like
Yeah.
you can't go down there and eat our shit. They
Well,
copied off us. It better be good.
That's some picky ass shit, bro. You went down to Atlanta and got
They got
some
the-
heroes,
Yeah.
bro.
Hey, wait.
When I
no,
found out they had it. Oh my
They had
bad.
a whole bar in there.
Yeah,
though.
it's like a ice
But they
bar or some
upcharged
shit.
though, cause I mean they got to import everything from Chicago. So
You seen Keith Lee ass talk about it, upcharge for everything down there.
Yeah, they do. Where like they.
Because I
charge
feel
for
like
ice, all
Atlanta is
that
like
shit.
a tourist ass city, and everybody want to move down there, so people gonna pay the price of it.
shit, it's hookah bars everywhere.
Yeah,
It's-
hookah at the church, hookah at the strip
At
club.
the church
hookah.
is crazy.
Atlanta, the new LA, really.
You think so? Hell,
What do you mean by that?
Yeah,
Like
LA
people moving up for acting opportunities now, music
yeah.
opportunities now.
For Tubi, not no.
Hey,
real
Tubi
shit.
some shit. Tubi some shit now.
Wait, that's Detroit now.
Wait. But don't that boy Tyler Perry
got that big ass New York down there. So yeah, that's a lot.
yeah,
of
put some respect
Yeah.
on Atlanta.
We pulled up. They came out like the
His fucked
FBI
up
was
weird
like,
producing.
they like, what y'all on the campus for or something. I'm
Tyler
like, we
Perry
trying to do like
giving
the studio.
Tubi too. Shit.
All the time since he had it.
That shit, all the Tyler, the Beauty and the Black. I heard people on TikTok right now like, slow down, god damn, you moving too quick. Like,
We
this
didn't
shit
black.
give-
I seen the first season. I didn't see the second one yet, but it was kind of decent. It was okay. It's like you could tell like the outside is like a green screen type shit.
Yeah.
But then it's like it was.
I
it
ain't
was
gonna
decent.
lie, I don't watch none Tyler Perry no more because that shit be too quick. Terrible actors, terrible wigs.
They make it
terrible-
up
never
Yeah, the
did.
wigs be killing
Like-
it. The wigs be killing it. The wigs. be
I only
killing
watch
it,
the
too.
old Tyler Perry because that shit.
Yeah.
And then
And they
I started
still be
watching
bad.
the Oval, and then like I was watching like Girlfriends, and the Oval
Yeah.
clip came in, and it was some anal. I'm like, what the fuck is going? It didn't start like that.
Wait.
Like it was like the president like bending somebody. I said, hold on, time out. Like it's getting too. And
Tyler
then
Perry?
Game of Thrones shit.
it's Tyler Perry.
Only
It's
thing
about
Tyler
the
Perry I'm
president.
watching is
It's about the fucking
The
president.
president.
And like it was like a little clip, and like and then everybody walked in, and like he was trying to fuck somebody, and I'm like, whoa.
Oh, that's crazy.
So it,
Oh, no,
it
you
be
watch
getting a
that.
look. It be getting a look. Cause I'm like, when I first started watching this like years back, it was nothing. I'm like, you done made a whole 180 on this
Shit.
shit.
Buddy on Scandal went to war over one bitch.
For
Oh,
acts.
is that,
Sent the whole country to war.
Wait, let's get back to y'all.
Oh,
though.
yeah,
Let's get back to y'all.
Okay.
Say,
So okay, how did y'all come up with y'all name? And is this y'all first name that y'all had, or did y'all change it?
Bro, we was in a group chat and we was just trying to like figure out a name for it in the first place. Like we had did it like 2-3 like episodes and we like we need a name for this motherfucker, bro.
Oh, y'all did episodes without a name?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of.
I'm telling you, we said we were gonna go to do the podcast. We went in the next
next
fucking
day.
day, bro.
Okay.
So like once we had a couple episodes, we was talking about it, and I'm like, well, I think we was trying to figure out what we wanted to be, like branding wise and all that shit. And I had said something about like, towing that thin line of like being able to like talk about all that popular shit, but also keep it like on that line of you chilling with the homies, like it's a chill vibe type shit.
Yeah.
And then our homie Q that used to do the pod too, he was like, name it that. It was like a thin line.
Yeah, that's decent.
I like y'all name.
Yeah, it's I like it. Especially the ATL is like really just interesting for me.
What do
Yeah,
y'all feel like y'all? Okay, because I feel like with us, like he is like interviews, like he can kill an interview when somebody come in. James kind of get the people in, and me, I just talk shit. Like, what do y'all feel like y'all fall in line? Like, what is y'all strong places of everything?
Our dumbass do everything, bro.
The thing
Crashing
is,
out on this.
it's like a spectrum. Like some days one of us will be the one that can be like up in one category, and other days we'll be down in certain categories. Like
Yeah.
I feel like when everybody not on their shit, Tonio gonna be the most on his shit. Cause for one, he like gonna be blue, but
Okay.
he gotta be doing extra shit anyway. I think I'm most like on my stuff when other people get around. Like when we get like guests and stuff, I try to be like more on my shit. Like when it's just us, I be chilling. Like whatever happened.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And DJ will crash out.
So all of
Yeah,
y'all know
I
how
just
to
be
like
crashing.
edit and stuff like that. How did y'all learn how to edit? Like, was that a work in progress? Like, did somebody come in already knowing that shit?
Nah.
No, that was a big work in progress. So when we did the first pod, we noticed that like the people we was doing it with was like kind of lapsing a little bit on like switching the cameras and all that shit like that. So we was like, damn, we gotta do that ourselves. So we downloaded Adobe Premiere type
Okay.
shit. Download this shit called AutoPod. I forgot who put us on to it, but that shit was like really helpful, like splitting clips and all that stuff like that. But then just over time, me and Eli was just figuring out how to edit like as we went, like how to move this, how to make this look like this, how to color grade, you know, bit by bit. And then slowly over time, as real life and shit started happening, it was basically just me like doing like a decent amount of like at least the post editing. Like DJ do like a lot of the shit beforehand, so like we don't gotta work too hard. Like he get all the cameras right and all that stuff, the lighting. Motherfuckers get the audio right, but the post editing, I be doing like a good majority of that.
If y'all was to like take off, like would y'all keep it like that, or would y'all like eventually want to hire somebody?
Ha.
Listen
Ain't talking
here.
about that no more.
Listen here. These niggas gonna heard me say it a million times. The second I got a chance to never have to edit again, I'm never fucking editing again.
I get him that one, but
I hate that
always critique them cameras.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something to somebody. Even if I could sit right here and be like, no.
And I think the big difference is he got the like the expertise of that camera. He been doing that shit for years. Like if y'all need any photos, any type of videos done, Muff gonna get you right. Like he know all that shit.
Done that shit for 10
Okay.
years.
I just learning editing
Doing the pod.
when we doing the pod.
Okay.
And I still don't feel like I'm good at editing, bro.
I watched a few of your episodes. Them
I
bitches
would.
nice. Like y'all edit nicely. Like that's don't take that.
But
away
the
from us.
amount of time it
It
takes,
takes time,
bro.
yeah.
Like
Take time doing
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
shit.
computer
Time is
literate
on
at all, bro. I be searching shit, YouTube and shit as it, like in the midst of doing this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we be adding new shit to the pod, and I be, oh fuck, I ain't think about how that would go with editing. Now I need to figure out how to make that work. Like ideas be ideas, and then they be like clusterfuck of puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
Once it's time to edit.
Put them bitches together and that'll be a beautiful picture though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you a poetic ass. nigga.
Hey, so have y'all ever did a live show, or would y'all do one if you have not?
I'm at like a stage in my life where I do like anything, bro.
Yeah.
So I
It
definitely
don't matter to
would.
me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would be like headhunting to do it though. Like I wouldn't be the one trying to be in charge of it or nothing. I'm like putting it together. But like if it was to happen,
You would just
I would
do it?
do it.
Eventually, we gonna end up going live when we start doing ours.
Yeah. Probably gonna have to eventually too. Y'all getting big too.
Easy.
Yeah. One, appreciate that, bro. One of the pods that like Muzz was watching. You ever heard of the Joe Budden podcast?
Oh,
So
yeah.
like they did their little split. You know, Roy and Maul was doing their own thing and all that. And then I was saying, Roy and Maul came to Chicago to do like a live pod type shit. Like it wasn't like the typical pod setting, but like they did like a performance almost. And we, me and Eli had went to it that year. And I'm like, I would really do some shit like this because it's basically like what we do anyway. It's just like with people you don't know, and like it make it fun as hell. They was bringing people on stage and all that shit like that. I think I would definitely like do some live podding like that.
Sure, that's what we're trying to
Yeah,
do too.
we've been looking into it, but we ain't booked nothing yet. We actually just came up with an idea, so we finna start trying to book it and try to plan it out properly. But it's like that shit, like it's kind of hard. But then it's like, cause I do music, so like doing my own shows be decent. Like when you have a team that's actually a part of like
Yeah.
helping planning and stuff. But then you gotta get the DJ, you gotta get the lineup, you gotta get all this shit together, the lights and all this shit. So like with the podcast, I got them, so it's like they like let's do it. I'm like, all right, fuck it, we gonna do it. So it's
Yeah.
like it's just like you said, like planning it out. It's like. It's easy to come up with a plan, but then it's kind of hard to implement it sometimes. And it's like, but I think these motherfuckers got me, so we gonna do it. So when we do it, y'all gotta come out.
I would say, bro, next time Rory and Maul come through, like check on they like Patreon and all that stuff, cause they be having openings.
I'm sorry, I don't even know who that is. I'm not gonna hold you.
I know that.
I'm gonna send you their page and stuff, bro. Cause like the last time they came out, they had like openers, like opening podcasts.
Oh,
like,
okay.
like of course smaller people, but I'm like it's just like the music shit when
Oh
you
yeah,
bring
that's
artists on.
decent.
Yeah, opening podcast segments.
Like opening.
Yeah,
act.
they had opening acts like doing their little pods and stuff beforehand. It was cool as hell.
Get the fuck out of here! I never heard of that.
It's some new shit. Podcasts are relatively like new to the mainstream shit.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what's
That
so
shit
crazy though. Like I was gonna say that we had went to this little networking event like Velcro Records. It's like Pretty Leah and them, but like they so up and coming. I was telling my friend, I'm like, damn, I think I'm finna shoot my shot and be like, add us to your goddamn record label because podcasting is such like a up and coming thing that everybody doing that I wouldn't be surprised that like record labels are starting to like add them on because like people really get money off doing that shit.
No, this shit been around for a minute. I think just more recently it became more visual. You know what I'm saying? So now it's taking off.
And they all on labels. Like, if probably never heard of Joe Rogan them or paid no attention to that. But I'm like, boy, they throwing meals at these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Now, I will say some of these motherfuckers crashing and they shit ain't going nowhere because, like, they just names and not really podcasts.
I mean, some people I feel like they don't have like that it factor. They don't know how to have like, they might be too biased in whatever they're trying to sell.
Yeah.
Like when like sports podcasts, they might be talking about like their own team too much or something. You know what I'm saying? Versus like you see like even with Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp, he got like an opening for people to come just talk their shit. Like you got the Cat Williams shit from last year with Steve Harvey and all that.
I don't know. He crashed because they talking about that Andrew Schultz thing with him.
What happened
with them?
I didn't watch the whole thing yet. No, they was mad. They was mad because but he asked him the real questions, like, cause he, you know, he was like really like
He interviewed Andrew Schultz.
yeah. And
Who interviewed? You said Shannon Sharp did?
Yeah.
This like just dropped?
Just recently.
I'm saying
last week. I ain't finished watching.
I ain't watch it all, but
Fuck Andrew
from
Schultz.
off TikTok, they like fuck Shannon Sharp off of it because like you know they sound like Andrew Sharp or Andrew whatever the hell his name.
Sharp.
Yeah, his ass like low key racist and he tried to hide it behind his comedy
he
and stuff
think-
like that. So
he
I
ain't
guess they were
funny.
saying like. Shannon Sharp, I feel like he kind of just like like he don't really call like he like a fucking airhead man. Like he want to keep his show to the point where like he ain't gonna call out the shit that in like the black community like what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, that's
so
not
I feel like that's where he kind of getting like the backlash.
Oh, I got a question for y'all. Like, do y'all? Oh, my
No,
bad.
go ahead.
Like when y'all picking y'all topics, do y'all give a fuck about like? I don't say backlash, but y'all
Getting
give a
canceled?
Yeah, do y'all give a fuck? Or y'all just be like, hey, we could talk about this and don't worry about it.
We a thin line for a reason, bro. We'll talk about
It's in the
anything.
name.
Whatever I want.
I think that's when
Right.
people don't really like. I feel like that's the thing about. I feel like in order to get canceled, people watching your shit. Like you can't get canceled if ain't nobody watching your shit, so you can't be scared to get canceled because
Haters
like
gonna hate.
it's always gonna be the people who you can be talking about some positive shit and it's a negative person like fuck these positive ass niggas. Like you know what I'm saying? So like I feel like cancel is a good thing because like it's always gonna be the people that's like nah we rock with them and you gonna have haters regardless. So that's why I come on here. I'm like look we gonna get canceled because like once we get canceled that means people watching our shit.
Right.
Oh no.
I'm like, you can only get
Not
canceled by the
canceled.
people making you money. If the people making you money don't do shit to you, ain't nothing that
I
can
mean,
happen
yeah.
to you.
That's
So
the
then-
perfect way to look at that for real.
That's what I'm saying. So then looking like Joe Rogan or Shannon Sharp is like people might get mad at some of the topics they bring up, but
They
it's
don't
like,
count though because they already niggas with money. They doing that shit for fun.
but they're making they're making more money than they did in their first careers.
Yeah, but I feel like if they shit was to get canceled, it'll be like, let me just go into
They'll
the
just
next
pivot
one.
to some
It'll
other
be so
bullshit.
easy for
I
them
mean,
versus
they're
like
rich,
us.
yeah.
Like it'll be like, damn, what next? Like how do we pick ourselves up? Like if Shannon Sharp really was to get canceled, he like nigga, I'm Shannon Sharp. Like you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy how fucked up media has become though, bro. Cause
Yeah.
like
Facts.
it really be like. I remember media used to talk about like the celebrities and all that shit, and now it's really the celebrities are now the media talking about other media.
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers on a podcast talking about a podcast who collabing with a podcast. Like this shit getting real crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So
I feel
the
like-
Breakfast
I was
Club just did that for he had Tank on there and they was
Yeah.
like y'all trying to steal our jobs. And they were like, that's a fucking fact because bitch you a single. Why the fuck you trying to tap into what we doing?
He has a podcast too.
Yeah,
Tank
the
and,
R&B talks, or money talks or
Tank
something.
and
Cool.
what's his name? Bobby Valentino.
Vito.
Yeah.
Oh no, Vito. Bobby Valentino.
Yeah, and they talking about they finna start like they want to start an award show just for R&B singers. They doing some good shit. Yeah, they got a podcast.
I think
didn't
it's
know
because of that
R&B
rhetoric of
money.
like people want to hear people that actually been through the shit
Yeah.
and do the shit, talk about the shit.
Yup.
Like people tired of like the bystanders running their mouth as much as they run their mouth.
Yeah.
I get that too. Do you think podcasting and journalism is one and the same, or is it?
It is. It's pretty much the same thing.
I don't agree.
I didn't agree at first either, but
'Cause,
then
like-
it took me a while to try to sip. Somebody explained it to me what their opinion is, but I didn't agree either.
Yeah.
What's it?
I think like journalism is more of like the research, like
Yeah.
you know, you getting into it for real. It's a professionalism to it. Like
I
you
think
put in the
journalism is
person you studying
non-biased too.
first.
Like,
Yeah.
we be biased as hell.
That's the thing. Like I feel like podcasts, and you can get up
Y'all
there and say
biased.
anything you want to say. Like you don't have to research shit. You can get up there and say, I don't know, like some dumb shit like cows don't eat grass or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then like with journalism, you have to research what
It's a
you're talking about
responsibility almost.
Yeah.
like you take a responsibility to your information.
But then they said
Factual shit out.
podcasting.
Yeah.
Somebody said podcasting
It
is a
depends
part
on your
of journalism.
podcast,
It's
No,
like
It depends
I think
on how
journalists-
your podcast is.
I think
That's-
journalists can do a podcast, but not all podcasters are journalists. if
Yeah.
that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, disclaimer
I feel like
right
they
there.
trying to combine the fact because people use social media as they news now. So I feel like that's why a lot of people are like anti podcast because like I come on here and say some shit and you believe me and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just up here yapping just to get
Fucking
you in
dumb
there.
if you-
And like that's
dumb if you listen
and
to
for
this.
me, I'm like that's a you problem because why you didn't do your search? Like I'm just on here yapping. So like I feel like the world trying to put it like that because I'm just like this is my point of view. Like I don't give a fuck what your point of view is. Like I'm on here telling you my like it's like Facebook. What's on your mind? This was on my mind right now. Like you know. So it's your job to do the research behind it. Like we just on here telling what's on our mind.
Yeah.
that's
I
the
feel
thing.
like
Oh, go ahead.
I feel like inherently like it gotta be journalism for both sides of it. Cause even the people that you feel like may not be talking about shit, may not be doing shit right in the historical context, whatever they doing do matter. So like they gonna be having to be included in all of that factual like content moving forward. So
So would
that
y'all
sense.
consider like are bloggers consider journalism? Or they cause I feel like this would be more like blog like we like paparazzi. Like I would put podcasts like more like paparazzi than journalism.
This the thing. Podcasting is such like a broad spectrum of like media now. So it's like all podcasts don't even talk about like current events and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you think about 85 South, like them niggas really just be chilling, talking to their homies.
Is that
depending on
still
what they
considered a
got on
podcast for them? Because they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's considered a podcast. So I'm like, there's really no journalism in
Yeah.
that for real. But it can be at times. Like if they bring somebody like somebody else on there, they did their little research on it, they want to talk about them, shout them out and all that stuff like that. Then it kind of like feels to
Yeah,
like some
that's-
degree journalism. Not great journalism, but it's still
Yeah.
like to some degree of it.
But I think like the since it's in the new generation, or like the new wave or whatever, or like the new era, it's like this is like the new journalism.
Definitions change.
Yeah, it's
You
like
right,
it's
yeah.
like because then like you got like you said, everybody got their own pod or whatever. But yeah, I think it's different, but it's one and the same as well. You got something you want to add?
No, you guys hit it on the head, man. It's opinionated to me, like your opinion.
For sure.
I'm finna start lying on our shit, bro. People love to lie.
People love lies.
Say some random shit.
This is some random shit, motherfuckers go viral and you got it for sure. But hey, shout out y'all podcast one more time. How can we find y'all and all that good stuff?
Thin Line Podcast, what is it? ATL Pod on Instagram, Thin Line Podcast on YouTube. What else we got? TikTok.
ATL pod, same thing.
Yeah, well,
same app.
I'm gonna say you can just search it, it'll be up.
For sure, for sure. Did y'all want to add something before we get up out of here?
I think so.
No.
No,
Copacetic?
I mean, we really appreciate
Okay.
y'all having us, having
me.
us and all this shit.
No, for sure. Thank y'all for coming because we don't be having no guests. We do this by ourselves, and we.
We don't have no guys. We always got
I'm about to say, y'all always got a guest.
Look, y'all just said fine line. This nigga already lying.
Hey, bro, we taking pictures
God
with everything. Jimmy, and I got beef with you because when James and
Bro,
Brenda came to our shit, you
they
was
tell
nowhere
you?
to be
He had
found.
COVID.
Yeah,
I don't
fucking
care
had
about none of your
COVID, bro.
excuses,
No.
bro. Why you get sick before you came?
bro,
You was supposed to be bubbled up the whole time.
the whole time. That's crazy. Man, I'm gonna tell you off camera. What the fuck? Hey, but that's one-to-one podcast with Shop Boy Jimmy, Brenton, and Jay. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all fuck with ATL Pod on every social media platform. Look, check they out. Check their shit out. They decent for sure. Much love, man.
Bye,
Peace.
y'all.
Shout out to the gang.
If you vibe with us, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We here every week dropping knowledge, interviewing new artists, and speaking up for the culture.
Catch us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts to never miss an episode. And make sure to keep the conversation going. Leave your thoughts in the comments or hit us up on social media at WTW Jimmy and Jay.
Yeah, man. Stay blessed. Stay 100. And you're going to catch us next time on One-to-One Podcast.